We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with James Wallace with Wallace Custom Builders. And James, I love that we're in an unfinished home, because a lot of people, you know, they see the pretties all the time on the show, but they don't really hear the process of how we get to this point.
It takes time. I mean, especially with today, it's the supply chain and the subs being busy and so forth. It takes a little longer than normal to build a custom home, but it's a process. And this one is 90% complete. We're getting close and coming down the home stretch.
So tell me the story of this home and you know, what the homeowners wanted.
The owners are originally from Florida. They're actually moving here. Most people move south, and these people are coming from Florida to Tennessee, but they found this land here. They're bringing some of their horses. Their son and daughter-in-law live in Nashville, and they're coming to be close to the rest of the family.
Well, there's always a family involved when someone moves from Florida, right?
That's correct, yes.
What was their wish list, James? Because this looks like a smaller floor plan, but it has all the things.
Yes, they wanted something very nice and something, they had a square footage in mind that they wanted to stay with. We introduced them to a local gentleman that did all the plans and detailed the drawings and got everything together, and then we started the construction.
So James, when someone's working with a custom builder like yourself, what's the process that you go through with them?
First is just getting the property acquired, and then getting the plans drawn, the estimate together, and kind of seeing what they want and go from there.
And one of the nice things about working with you, James, from what I heard from homeowners from last season, is you just walk through the process hand in hand, and you're a big steward of the land and telling them what that land can give them and what it can't.
Yeah, you've got to have a good knowledge of what the people want, and then how to achieve that goal of making their home their reality. It's a lot of communication, a lot of working together to see exactly what they want and pulling it all together.
Well, you know, one of the things that I like to say a lot on the show is that you need a builder like yourself to walk the land to make sure that your dream house, your dream plan will even fit on it.
That's true, and in a subdivision, that's very true. In this particular home, it's several acres. So you've got a little play to how you can position the house, and you can move it forward, backwards, twist it right or left, and you've got a little more room. In a subdivision, a lot of times you don't have a lot of choice, and you've got to design the house to fit the lot.
You know, and once it's designed, away we go, right? It is amazing how quickly a home goes up once those footers go into the ground.
It goes up very fast and so forth. Then it'll start slowing down when you get to the finishes. You know, the drywall guys, and you know, it takes time, and you know, with the hanging of the board, the finishing of the board, the trim carpenters and the painters, you know, it starts, and then toward slowing down a little bit, and then it gets towards the end, then it starts speeding back up again.
You know, one of the things that's been interesting to watch over the past few years has been the different delays in things, and that's why it's also important to use someone like yourself, James, because you know that you have to order the windows, for example, 6 months in advance now instead of 6 weeks.
We usually order the windows as soon as we sign the contract. We're working with the owner and getting the windows sized and exactly what they want, and get them ordered. Appliances, getting those ordered quickly, garage doors, plumbing fixtures, light fixtures, just everything we can think of to order, and we're storing it. If it comes in early, we store it in a warehouse, and then in that way, at least we've got it.
James, right now, there's really never too early of a time to order something, because we don't know what's going to be delayed next.
Correct. And then when you get a delay in something, you know, a material, then it just pushes the project and prolongs it.
Well, I mean, it's so true, because, you know, there's just so many layers. Like, if you don't have your sink in, then you can't put your countertops in. If you can't put your countertops in, then you can't do other things. And, you know, and it just all adds up to delay after delay.
That's true. And then it delays, and then you still got to get your inspections. So if you can't get the sinks and can't get the countertops, you can't get inspections and finish the project.
So what advice, James, would you give homeowners that are thinking about pulling the trigger on a custom home builder right now?
Just choosing your contractor, choosing your property, getting to the design of the house, and then order everything as quick as you can and make your decisions and get it on order or purchased, even if you've got to store it. It's the right thing to do.
And legally, there's some things that you need to look at as far as what type of insurance they have too, right?
Mm-hmm. So, we've got insurance on the home during construction, the builder's risk policy during construction. We also, if we're storing stuff off-site in warehouses, we've got insurance there. So.
And if you're building, let's just say a $3 million home, you have to make sure that you have liability insurance for $5 million, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got your insurance over the cost of the home that you take out, and it's a yearly policy that starts from the beginning, and then every year, if the project takes longer than a year, then you have to renew the policy to keep the builder's risk policy, to insure the home during construction.
Well, it's just so amazing to have these conversations, because if you've never built a home before, you don't know the process. And, just permits right now can take 45 days.
Correct. Yeah, the permits are slow. It takes a while to get them, and they want more and more information. You just took a set of plans up there and handed them to them. They'd hand you the permit, and you walk back out the door. But then they study the plans. They're wanting, a lot of municipalities are wanting the MP&Es, the plumbing, mechanical, electrical drawings. They're wanting surveys showing the house, how it's positioned on the property. So it's more detailed than it used to be, yes.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today.
Well, thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.